Okay guys, here's something I'm just going to do basically for myself, but I thought, well, I know if I'm going to do it, I may as well upload it. Just going to cast a game basically. I'm not expecting any great things for myself, just going to see if I can talk for this long. How I'm going to talk, obviously there'll be markups in what I say. A lot of the clips I do take 1 or 2 or 3 takes sometimes if it struggle to get down. So the reason I picked this game is really I didn't get to watch it. I want to see how good mouse sports really were, or if Faze was just rubbish in this game. Now Faze obviously very good on Inferno, so this will be interesting. We see Rain is facing down middle as Guardian's pushing up, getting a whole lot of information here. See, he's spotted no one coming mid, but obviously they know there's anyone in the apartments area. Khrushchev's able to take him down here, and now really mouse sports just need to get into something, and they can hopefully take this round away with a man advantage. So you see Carrigan has got the kid over on B, and that seems to be where mouse sports going to be going here, the bomb, bottom of banana, and yeah, seems exactly where they're going to be. Khrushchev with only 12 HP. What do they have? They have 1 smoke and 1 flash, so presumably that smoke will be going into the CT area, and the flash just a standard one for sight. Actually, Stacko's... I don't know where that smoke's going out for. That's not the CT one I've seen used a lot, but it could be going in here. I've just got the camera set to what the casters had here, so don't blame me. It should be pretty good. So Nico's up here, a strong spot, and yeah, that's pretty good. Picks off the player there, and yeah, so that was the smoke they used, just plant smoke, and they're rushing through into the, what do you call this, the construction area, and I quite like this strategy. I was a big fan of the Fnatic used to use one like this. So here, Nico's still in the back of site, which was a problem for them. They managed to take him down, and they're both here on the outside of construction behind the cores area. This could get interesting if it's double peak. And it's a 1v1 now. Olofmeister sticking it. Ooh, Sonny's baited him off, and that's going to be very hard for Olofmeister now. Where's the kit? He doesn't have the kit, he's picked it up. It's probably going to be a bit late. Sonny plays this correctly, there's no way Olofmeister wins this. And peeked a little early. He could have waited. He just doesn't have it. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, I like that strat. The smoke onto the front of the site for the planner. Obviously, what I was saying is the Fnatic one. They used to have the 2 smokes actually both at the front of the site, and they just plan the smoke and then disappear. Take a little bit more CT control. That used to be a really interesting strat. Not one I've seen used in a while, so I actually quite like that there. Obviously, they left Nico at the back of site, which is quite interesting. They managed to deal with him and ended up winning the 1v1. So yeah, very interesting. A full SMG buy for mouse sports. This can be problematic sometimes. You often might want the range of some rifles, but in Inferno it is pretty close corridors, so you can maybe get away with it. So they seem to want to take these towards A. Yeah, I guess sticking together. I think Oscar's here looking towards middle, and they're just going to go through this smoke. That's quite interesting. And you see Guardians come. Ooh, managed to recover there. That was lucky. But yeah, Rain's also come through the smoke. Interesting decision to go through the smoke. I mean, it seems to be okay. They've A sites themselves. It's all locked down. But that could have been problematic, especially if Guardian got that first pick off. They could have potentially been a little bit of strife. Rop's obviously got control of second mid here, and this should be round over. Faze are going for it. And yeah, really at this point I would be trying to fall back if I was Rain with that UMP and armor. You could probably take them to the next round. Sonny gets a kill, and really hopefully Rain can disappear if it make the next round at least a little bit interesting, but I think Rops is going to catch him off guard and not let him escape here. Good job there, farming a little bit of cash, but he will ultimately go down. So I'm just going to fast forward in between games just to simply try and reduce the time of this. So you see here a nade onto Carrigan. They're going to have some kind of nade stack. They got a little bit of money to spare actually. I know Rain had armor into the last round. I can't remember exactly what's going on, and they've stuck with the full SMG. So obviously, if this SMG buy works out from our sports, what it looks like it's going to do is they've avoided the most dangerous round, farm up an incredible amount of cash, and yeah, you can really buy anything you want to the next round. Whether they keep these SMGs again into the next gun round, go for the extra bonus round is another thing. The Carrigan's got this 1 nade. I'm not really sure why. I mean, you can do some kind of nade stack, but I mean, 1 nade by itself isn't going to do a huge lot. And this is pretty strong here. They could have pushed down second middle. This is going to be an easy cleanup for Oscar. And yeah, that's going to be the round. I'm just going to fast forward this because I mean, nothing's really going to happen. They're going to try and sit here for exits. When it gets closer, hopefully mouse sports all exit together. Oscar does a good job of checking his back. And you'll see here, hopefully they're going to push out together. Group of 2 down banana and a group of 3 out CT. So that was well exited by mouse sports to really avoid any large losses. Now, will they keep the SMGs or will they buy into the next round? This is the question. It looks like they might keep him just with Oscar with the AWP. This is going to be a strange round. Limited utility on Faze. They've smoked nades. Flashes, I mean, not a huge lot on utility, but they do have the utility, basic stuff to get the round done. It's going to be fast play into apartments. It'd be interesting. That blocks of any boiler aggression. So I believe that's a palace. And they've gone for this no aggression from Faze actually over on banana, so they don't have a whole lot of information over there. But the rotate does seem to be coming in. They're pretty confident at this stage. I didn't catch that if they did take banana control or if they got some control there, but they just got left Nico over there. And mousesports have just slowed it down. Well, that was a good flash there. And Rain's in a lot of trouble, but he ends up getting taken down in the end, and it's a 3v3. Oscar's got a good angle here to lock anyone coming over towards short or top middle. And they should have this. Actually, Olofmeister snuck in on the balcony. I missed how he got there. That's interesting stuff, but there, 2v3, definitely doable. Obviously, Inferno hard to retake on, and what kind of setup have we got here? Oscar gets a nice pick off, and you got to push up. That's good information from Rops there. It's going to make it quite difficult for ECS to come in. Oscar knows he can lock down here, and the other end option is out towards the wrap side. And if Oscar gets his timing right, ooh, this is going to be rough. Just like a Carrigan, and this is going to be, basically impossible with Rops. That was a really good play by Rops there, pushing down to dig it again, that information, and really stops him getting pincered onto. Obviously, that pick from Oscar in the pit was also very helpful. So I said, guys, this is my first time ever doing something like this, so feel free to absolutely roast me in the comments and tell me what I did bad, did good, was hype enough, not hype enough. I mean, I'm not really a hype person, but yeah, we'll see what we're doing here. SMG's farming, this is really good to see Sunny, pushing up by himself to start off with. I don't know why we're looking at Guardian here, but I mean, fair enough. This is a good thing. I like this from Carrigan in front of the smoke. If you just chuck a smoke down, you think they're going to go through. I really like the idea of sitting right behind a smoke, and that was incredible there by Chris J. But yeah, definitely like just sitting really close to the smoke. You can often catch a player off guard coming through it, and mousesports actually in these first couple of rounds have seemed quite keen to push through these smokes. Interestingly, they did it obviously in the second round, I believe it was, when Guardian actually swapped places with them. They've done it again here, so interesting strategy, maybe to try and catch Faze off guard, but also definitely a little bit risky. And as this is a little slow, they're just sitting here in banana. I guess they're just waiting for any aggression from the CTs, hoping that the fact that they are obviously on a pistol buy and down a player, they're going to try and get some kind of information trying to win this round. Faze actually being really disciplined here and not looking for any information and just content with holding the sights here. Obviously with the smokes down at banana, this is really helpful. And they're orientating the player over here, and this is going to be a key giveaway. Smokes and flashes coming in. They know where Guardian is. He has to be on that left side of the site. Rain again pushing through a smoke. Catches one player off guard, but this should be a cleanup. Guardian shouldn't be able to do too much. They should clean him out quite well, and that's exactly what happens. Olofmeister really with no chance here. Potentially trying to save a gun or something. Ooh, the bomb, that was close. And yeah, Olofmeister goes down straight away. So the money is really starting to build up now for mousesports. T-side economy, obviously not as important as the CT side, but you see, look how limited Faze Clan are. If they lose this round again, they're obviously on the max round bonus. But besides that, they're really going to be struggling buying FAMASs and stuff from here out, and probably buying every round, I will see. Set up again, so you got the banana control coming in, obviously. Passive, more passive setup from mousesports. That Molotov into the boiler area, I guess they're concerned. Guardian does sometimes like to go for that peek out the balcony into second middle, so that Molotov there really just prevents him from doing that. It's really slowing down here. A little bit of engagement, but nothing too interesting here. Carrigan and Nico going for some basic kind of mid-control, deeper smoke now, and they're not going to super... they are actually. Just going to clear all this out, and basically if anyone was there, they're dead now. That double nade would have killed anyone behind the logs, and yeah, they have B control. So mousesports really forced towards here unless they want to go for some kind of retake onto the banana area. Oh boy, what are those frames? Hopefully that fixes itself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the bomb's gone down on the arch side. Could be problematic, but they recover it pretty well. 1-for-1 trade, so T side probably still in a little bit of advantage here. And yeah, these frames are hopefully going to fix themselves. This is just the demo system being amazing. All of my still in the pit. They really need to deal with him. And Oscar Styko. I should probably know how to say that name. Nico pushing in here, getting a lot of information. Sunny could get caught off guard. And this is going to be really problematic now. There's not really much he's going to be able to do. Ooh. Carrigan cleans up for FaZe Clan's first round. on the CT side. That's important going forward. They did survive with only one player though, so they can't capitalize on this next round here. They're going to be in a really hard reset, really bad money. They're going to be ecoing again, and mousesports could really run away with this T side. So let's see what they're going to do. See, they're all the players only on 400. They're going to not be able to buy head armor. They're going to have very limited utility on Faze clan. Actually, no, Rain already has. Okay, so Nika's opted for the UMP and more utility. Same with Rain. Okay, so utility. I like that. I definitely like the utility usage. Very important to smoke off these checkpoints. Now these frames fix themselves. They seem to have. So that's good. Hopefully, I don't get too many of them. Yeah, again here, I believe Oliver Meister just smoked Banana off. And he just comes back. That's something Faze often does. Guardian getting more aggressive with the AWP. I definitely like this, and he doesn't really have any support, but I guess he's okay to fall away. We're just looking at Nico, looking at a wall. This is smart. As the Molotov fades, teams will often try and push into apartments, as you see there. So it's good to just nade when these other smokes and mollies and stuff disappear. It's often a good idea to chuck these nades, because you can often catch a player trying to push in behind these mollies and flashes. Guardian with a pick off towards middle. Rain with a really smart, really good counter. Yeah, and this round's going to be locked down again, it looks like. Guardian with a nice flick. Ooh, that's really nice there. And they have the bomb, and this is round over. Oscar should really be possibly just looking to save. I mean, some economical damage could be good, but you see the 5 players alive. Faze are really going to help themselves out with the economy. Guardian gets a little bit impatient, but I mean, as long as they can recover that AWP, it's probably going to be okay. And you see the setup from Faze is really just a good one. Can't come out middle, can't wrap here, and they've got the bomb locked down by 2 players. So I'm just going to fast for this. I don't really think Oscar's going to really get anything done. He switched to the AK, which is a good idea. I don't know why we're looking at Nico here. I really hope this... It doesn't seem as bad as Auto Director, I guess. It can be hard to do the observing here, and Oscar's probably going to eventually... Oh, he does find one more. It's doing a bit of damage. Pit guy hasn't picked... If he gets his bomb... Nah, it looks like... Is he just going to get the bomb down? They're going to let him... Nah, they're not. Okay. All done by Faze. Very patient in the end there. Could have potentially got the bomb down, but... Yeah, they're closing pretty well. Maybe even 1 or 2 kills he probably didn't need to get. But, yeah, in the end... Looks like Faze got a timeout here. So, Sunny's a little bit low on money, but besides that, mousesports really plentiful on the money side still, so they're going to be fine for the next couple of rounds. See the bank starting to build up a little bit for Guardian and Carrigan. Olivermeister a little bit. Rain and Nico are still relatively low, so that's still... they definitely want to win this round. Obviously, you want to win every round, but yeah, this round probably another important one for the economy of Faze. Cheeky double nade down middle, but besides that, not too much going on. So see here, they've just gone for another passive default on the T side. Carrigan again with this deep banana control flash, and this is good, taking full control. Really like this standard banana control. Yeah, people should probably know how this works. They're actually going to stick Carrigan down here instantly. Most teams take this control and sit someone up where Nico is, I believe. You see where he's on the map there. Up in this kind of area, look down this way as the smoke fades. They're actually going to keep the 2 players here, not fully utilizing the advantage. Obviously, people like to think you smoke deep down banana, you can just leave 1 player there, but they seem to be keeping the 2 players there. And they're actually going to fall all the way to site, not hold on to it. I mean, obviously you want to vary up your play, so that's not too bad. And this is, yeah, it's really slow round. See, haven't really batted out. Actually, they've batted out only 2 more smokes and 1 Molotov left on the Faze sides. This could be difficult if they go some kind of setup or some kind of execute, which they could do. I mean, they have 4 smokes left and 2 Molotovs, so where's the molly? So the molly's in the hands of Olivermeister. So if they go towards B here, it could be really struggling for Faze clan, because obviously they have 1 flash over on the B side to counter this attack. So if this full execute comes in, they could really be struggling and have to get some nice shots here. So that's what it definitely looks like. This full execute is actually going to walk in dry. So they're not even going to get a chance to use this flashbang. The 1 counter flash, there it is, and hopefully that was working. It does. It blinds 2 players. Very good use of that flashbang. But they're still making their way into the site. A 3v4. Carrigan's just going to sit here. Is he going to try and kill the planner, or is he just going to give him the advantage? And he's not protected properly, and this has gone horrendously for mousesports. They decide to walk in dry. I feel like if they had gone for that full execute, as I said, Nico had the only flashbang on the site there. They don't counter utility. They probably could have done a better job. Nico does blind him with that flash, uses the flash quite well, does stop the push for a little bit, allows the teammates to rotate in. The bomb planner isn't covered properly, and round goes towards Faze, and now the economy is really building up nicely for them. And who's this timeout by? Timeout by mousesports, and they have lost 3 rounds in a row, so they are struggling. You see the economy really starting to dwindle down. Yeah, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the moment. mousesports seem to be playing quite a good game. I wouldn't say Faze kind of mucked up much. Definitely not obviously like they're playing horrendously. So I think mousesports definitely are proving they can challenge a team like this. I mean, I wouldn't say they can do it consistently, but obviously I know the score this whole series was very close. All games going at least 30 rounds. So yeah, I think it's all going 30 rounds. I thought I'd pick Inferno because this is generally a really strong place for Faze. They really thrive on this map. So I thought if mousesports really push him on this map, it can be quite interesting. So you see what's going to go on for Guardian. He's got his AWP. Really strong. You see a strong buyout here by Faze, and he's just going to hold this. It's like it's actually only on a deagle. That's how bad their economy's become. So again, they seem to have opted back for this really slow passive style. Yeah, I mean, you saw they had a couple of fast rounds pushing through smokes and stuff, trying to flash the way through, but now they're sort of this slow style, waiting for any aggression from Faze, and Faze aren't really giving it to them at the moment. They're happy just holding these angles. See Guardian, maybe pushed up here a little bit, but nothing crazy here. And yeah, mousesports aren't really getting a whole lot done. They're not really baiting out a whole lot of utility. Faze are using a lot of utility quite early in the round here. Olofmeister seems to be the one holding on to all his utilities. So he's still got all 4 nades going on here. But again here, look at the B side with Nico and Carrigan. They're both very low on nades. This could possibly be exploited in the future. But yeah, definitely nothing too concerning. They obviously use it to get deep banana control. Once you get that deep banana control, it does definitely reduce the chances that the T side does come towards B. A lot of teams don't like retaking that lower banana control. Carrigan in a position where we can fall back because no one goes to the Cruise to trade him. Good nade, and this is really falling apart now. You see they have 1 molly and 1 smoke left. No flashes or anything. And yeah, this isn't really going to go anywhere, I don't think. Without any flashes, you're going to really struggle to get onto the site. Good molly to get out, but yeah, this round's definitely, it's over. There had to be some insane entries with this deagle here. But unless that happens, the round's, yeah. And yeah, I mean, look at this. Faze Clan had 4 players here in the end, and there was nothing going on. They've seemed to have slowed down a lot here, mousesports, and I don't think it's working for them. I think might be time for them to mix up something crazy. Obviously, they're down to pistols if they want to buy into this round. No one can really afford AK armor except for Oscar. I mean, Sacco could, but so yeah, they've gone for another timeout. I'm hoping they mix up the play here. It would definitely be the right time for it. But let's see. Faze obviously seem aware this could be a possibility. As I pointed out before, they're using a little bit of utility earlier in the round, especially over at B. They don't want any of this aggression to come in. And they have just opted for the pistol armor buy. They will have money to buy into the next one. Not a great buy, but their round loss bonus is actually quite large, so they should be okay into the next round. So, back and forth here. Guardian, just going to fall back and play passive. I like this. Olofmeister's just over here on speed bay, actually just waiting to see what's going on. And I think they're taking deep banana control again. Yep, Nico's pushed out. Yeah, definitely. They've slowed it down again, though. I feel like you're letting Faze get a little bit too comfortable. Look at this. They're just... Guardian's so happy sitting out here with that Molotov down, just holding this angle. Knows no one's going to jump over that Molotov. And yeah, this is good utility usage. And that's... Yeah. Rain just goes absolutely huge. He's in front of the flashbang. Flashbang off the chimney. You often see getting on a pit. Rain is right in front, right aggressive. Flashbang does nothing to him, and that is the round over. Chris J, Tech 9, eh? Interesting. I wonder how many players still use the Tech 9. I know there's... Damn, I pointed out in a video just recently. I can't quite remember who it was. But yeah, I think it's Taco, actually. Yeah, Taco still uses it, so... Just trying to work out why the players started to stick with it. They just don't like the CZ, don't like the bullet capacity. Who knows? And look at this. Faze Clan is set for the rest of the half, almost. Unless they just get absolutely pooped on. They're going to be fine. So, interesting here, they're sending Guardian over to AWP and B. Maybe they're going to have some control. I know Device and Astralis often like to go for some kind of AWP setup, but that's not the case. It just seems to be there through utility. And they're getting up in apartments. Something teams don't do a lot here is get quite aggressive. But, yeah, just mixing it up. Ooh, Olofmeister getting... That is... Yeah, that's one of the reasons teams don't get pushed up in apartments very often, is because... That spam coming through is so easy to do, and a lot of teams do it. They just want to, I mean, it's such an easy way to clear out the apartments, right? You just spam through, tag up the player. They're either going to get scared and just run away, which Olofmeister actually probably got caught down the long haul, and they actually end up catching him off guard. I'm just going to get this moving here. mousesports playing a really, really slow style of play. Not the most entertaining, unfortunately, but hopefully I think it, yeah, they seemed okay to start off with, but Faze Clan have adjusted really well. They're using their utility, and this is one thing Guardian likes to do, is he likes to just flash up high, and either he'll repeat that or he won't. Probably a pretty redundant thing to say, but he's definitely the kind of player that he will repeat this. And actually, they've left Guardian alone by himself on the B side with the AWP. Very interesting. I don't like this from mousesports. Why is Crochet going in by himself? No one close by to trade him. He does get traded out eventually, but again, he's pushed out so far by himself. I think it would have been better just a little bit of communication. Nico, oof, makes it interesting for a second. Rain's going to have a go as well. And surely they don't get caught off. They do. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a little bit upset here. That's the second time that's happened to him. And Carrigan, there's no way Rops expects this so early. And that should be the round over. And it is. Oh, they really need to start watching those smokes. I mean, that's twice now. Hopefully that wasn't the frames gone bad. I just saw. Seems okay. Yep. Really, I'm starting to see a few little flaws in mousesports. I mean, stuff like that, watching the smoke. A couple of times players also run in by themselves. Obviously you can try and send a player in before the smokes and flashes to catch players off guard. But in that situation there, I'm not really liking the fact that they're pushing in by themselves. Chris J on that occasion, with no one really close by to trade him. Obviously Guardian does go down in the end, but a little bit slow, and it gives that a warning sign to Faze to rotate in. Now, going for the deep banana control, and you see again here, they kind of go for the deep banana control, but they don't. They just fall off from it, and you'll see mousesports have to go for it. Nice little pick from Guardian there, opening it up. Again, with the pistols though, only on the T side, so this one's going to be interesting. Again, good utility and the peak towards middle. Now, where are mousesports going to take this? Definitely towards B site. They've got the bomb up there. And yeah, this is just going to, again, slow down. This is actually a little bit not the most exciting style of Counter-Strike. And, ooh. Nico gets it done. And this is going to be an easy cleanup, I think. Nico just giving himself, oh. What was that? And, oh. Oof. That was a little bit cheeky, but the bomb's now in CT, so this round is absolutely, wasn't already. It is now absolutely over. Nico's hitting those nutty shots, but I'm really interested to see what Faze Clan do on the T side here and how mousesports adapt to it, because obviously, as I said, the games do go to 30 rounds, so let's see if I'm really looking for mousesports to mix this up a little bit. That's good there, Oscar. Guardian getting too confident there. Obviously, they're winning 7 rounds in a row. Guardian doing quite well, but he gets caught off there, and this could be the opening they need. Ooh, was that a? Did you see him there? Was that just a bit of a luck there? But so they've decided to leave Nico here again with just one flashbang. Carrigan's been forced to road off. He had a little bit of utility, and if they go towards B here with some kind of execute, as I said before, they could definitely get something done. Faze Clan utility, not the best, but yeah. So I actually haven't watched a lot of mousesports games. I haven't made a single video on a mousesports player, so I don't have a lot of backstory on them. Obviously, Faze Clan are one of the highest level teams in the game, definitely just below SK in here. But you see, as it comes up, oh, that's a nice shot from Oscar, and this should definitely, yeah. This round's closed for business. I mean, look how much money they have with 2 rounds left. They may as well go for it. Try and hurt the economy of mousesports here. You see some of the players only have $300, $50 on Styko. I should have looked up how to say his name before doing this. But, oh well. And you see, they are just going to, maybe with some exits, they're just going to go for this. They are. And all coming through the construction area here. A lot of players stuck on site. They have 1 Molotov and Carrigan. That's not going to go. If they had gone towards the dark spot, it could have got a little bit interesting. But I think, oh my goodness, this isn't going to happen, is it? Okay, it didn't. That was looking hairy for a second there. A couple of untraded kills, but they managed to pull it back, and that is the first round in a long while for mousesports. Hopefully they can pull another one together here, make this game a little bit more competitive. Obviously it is 7-6, but at the moment I feel like Faze have full control of this one. So they're still going to be in a UMP buy still, so their economy is really hurting. And as I said, definitely worth that aggression by Faze Clan there. You see they have money into the next round to buy, except for maybe Guardian, but he'll be able to drop an AWP over to him. So that aggression there, really applying a pressure to the mousesports economy, was a really good call there by Carrigan. Even though it wasn't looking likely the retake, but definitely good to apply that economical pressure. See here, Yep, standard banana control. You always want to get some kind of banana control. Smoke off here or smoke off deep, or do some kind of control. Even if you do fall back to site like they have been a lot of the time, it's definitely good to apply this pressure. Force the T side to use some of the utility retaking this, because they can't be happy just dry walking around these corners. The bomb was up towards A, but they seem to be heading back towards B here. And is Nico going to peek? They are going to peek with this. This is good amount of information. And with a minute 10 left, I mean, obviously they have time to retake this. And it looks like we're going to see the first. Another one of these ones. They're going to retake the banana, jump through some smokes potentially, and because that's when mousesports looked their best actually, was those rounds that I questioned them a little bit when jumping through the smoke, but they seem to be catching Faze off guard. And let's see if they do it again here. They seem to be waiting behind this smoke, but they have a stronghold here. 2 players over here. This is going to get real hairy for them. Ooh, Carrigan goes down. Nico smartly runs away. He has no counter utility though. This is going to be interesting. And no one's going to rotate in time to help him out. Nico just doing what he does, hitting these headshots, really delaying. Is he going to get another one? Look how much time he's bought. He doesn't have a single bit of counter utility, but he bought so much time. I think it's down to 3v3. Here we go. Someone's watching the smoke. Rops was watching the other smoke. They seem to have learnt eventually. That makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So, here we go. Sorry, I probably just knocked the mic there. Guardian, this should be impossible, hopefully. Yes. mousesports doing it right. That's nice. All the players go down. That was a much better round for them. Got the opening kills, so they push in together as a team. And yeah, watching all those smokes, definitely the right thing to do. They've learnt I don't have to be triggered anymore. So hopefully I'm not boring you guys. Hopefully the game is a little entertaining. As like I said, keep roasting me in the comments. Tell me how garbage I'm at this. Or if I'm good. I mean, that's unlikely, but yeah. Maybe something nice every now and then wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm just going to keep fast forwarding this. Oh, Nico's going for a dry pick here, and that's going to... Just a complete change of pace there. You see no smoke, no utility there. Probably could have been an indication that something was up. That's a nice shot there. But 1-for-1 trade, you'll definitely take that as the T side. Forcing Guardian over here to rotate towards the B side. And it's going to leave the A side open a little bit. The bomb is uncommitted. Who's this walking up here? He's looking... Look at this cheeky monkey. And it's not going to pay off at all. He had the 4v4 and it seems to... Yep, seems to have gone to waste. Robs can't get that opening. That would have been really useful, but they're going to be in struggle town now. I mean, they could hit this all together as a team. That's good. Bit of an aggression from Rain, I would say. Here we go. The frame rates are dropping again. And they've actually pulled this back quite nicely. They won 1v1 duels. I'd say Rain was getting quite aggressive. They're looking for some information. And Olive Meister, off the death of Rain, is really forced to try and work out what's going on if he needs a teammate to rotate in. He gets picked off in this round. They're actually going to win the T side, it looks like. mousesports have pulled this back quite nicely. As I said, a nice little change of pace. They seem to be trading each other a lot better than before. And yeah, just this explosions. Well, that one wasn't super high pace, but I think they're doing a lot better. I quite like this. So we've also had the halftime here. Basically, I'm looking for 8 T side rounds, which, spoiler alert, they do get them. So all armor, Carrigan with the utilities. Let's go see where they're going. And there it is. This is a very common play. And yeah, that's very nice there. Very common play. Just a flash over from middle, and then you can often catch players off guard. But Olive Meister has said, no, we're going to win this round. So Olive Meister with the 2 nice opening picks. The bomb is coming in a little bit late in Nico's hands. Carrigan has a really pushed up position here. He's going to catch off Christian off guard, and that is probably the round over right there. And Sunny, Carrigan, he's showing he can do it. Oof. I like that from the in-game leader. I love it when they get a few frags. So yeah, nice round there. It looked interesting when that flash over the middle, and that second middle peak was very aggressive, and I like that from mousesports. But they just lost all the duels after that, and that's going to happen. Maybe didn't have a plan B in that situation. It looked a little bit messy. And you'll see, opposed to mousesports full SMG buy, Faze have opted for 2 rifles in the format AK and a Galil in the hands of Olive Meister and Nico. A little bit more range involved in this and a little bit less risky. Obviously, you don't want those players to be going in first. Otherwise, they could give a very handy rifle to the other team. Nade stack up middle. Yeah, standard stuff. Anyone going for some kind of aggression. Banana, obviously, very enclosed. Good place for those pistols. Same within apartments here where Rops is. Oscar, I like this buy. There's something you see SK do a lot. You see one player with the SG or the Scout, and all the players with pistols. You try and get a couple of tags up with these. Tags up with the Scout, then you can start picking them off with the pistols. Can work out extremely well. Fallen's incredible with it. Often Fallen just gets those headshots straight away. See here, smartly here, Faze are going to just head off towards the B site. Leave 1 SMG towards middle, just making sure no kind of flank comes in that could ruin ruin Faze's day, and yeah, this is probably going to be a okay round. They only have one Molotov to clear out the site, but it should still be okay. Sunny could hit some nutty shots here, but let's see, shall we? Ooh, there's one. And again, that's the fake over. They actually pulled all the players anyway. Rain gets picked off straight away, and this should have been an indication that this was possibly not a full commitment. And mousesports are just realizing this now. Rops has heard them all come in, but this is going to be round over. Even a 5v4, I'm not expecting Faze to lose this. They have those rifles, so they can play from the pit positioning. That's actually an important thing to note there. With these rifles, they can get into pit. You'll see Olofmeister with one of these rifles is moving in, and this should be, you shouldn't be able to move Olofmeister from here with the pistols. Unless you can get a nice headshot Oscar can with the scout, this should be round over. Ooh, this is my interesting. Nico, one of the rifles does go down, so they pick up that Galil. They can possibly use it into this. How's this going? They see Olofmeister does get tagged up by the scouts. This is going to get interesting. Sunny comes in. Oh, there's Guardian gone. The rifle's still in pit, and this is actually going to go down here. Ooh, Carrigan, is he going to do it? No kit. No, he does have a kit, and this is, well, that was really nice. mousesports, very, very hectic there. Nico quite aggressive up there, but I mean, yeah, you don't want to let those pistols get too close. Do the right thing, but yeah, mousesports just simply winning those duels. Olofmeister, I think, only gets one kill from the pit area. Probably looking for a couple more from him with that AK. But yeah, mousesports get it done, and yeah, Faze under a lot of pressure here. I don't know if they win this round here. Obviously, I don't know because I haven't watched it, but yeah, they lost. They get ecoed back, and yeah, they've got a lot of T rounds to look for here. They've actually decided to go for the economical buy. Carrigan with one smoke. It's interesting to see where he uses that. Rops, this is the no respect play. I like this. You don't want to let a team get comfortable. Don't let them talk about it. Let them just no respect. This is something I associate with Virtus Pro style, and well, they're letting it get very messy. And luckily, Oscar's here to clean up a couple of kills. This no respect style, I like it when you worked out how to do it properly. I don't know how well mousesports got it done. That looked quite messy there in the end. The peek off towards T stairs, and yeah, it looked a little bit messy, but they get the job done. But a couple of kills go on the way of Faze. I mean, they're not going to be too displeased with that. They didn't really invest much into that round. So, what do you got? You get the 4 AKs. I don't know if Guardian Orbs on the T side. That'll be interesting to see. CT buy is looking a little bit sketchy. Maybe, actually, nah, they could be better. I mean, they're just going for this bonus round here. Just go 5k in the bank. So, smokes put in. Sorry about my chair, it's a little bit noisy. But got 5 smokes, a couple of mollies, a couple of flashes. They should be able to get something done here in Faze. Again, there you'll see they want to go for that pick towards second mid again, but that Molotov, similar thing to what mousesports are doing, blocking them off. Getting quite aggressive here. I think they're feeling the gun disadvantage with the scout, SMG or whatever. And Carrigan gets another opening. Carrigan, ooh, Guardian. I don't know what Chris J was trying to do there. Maybe open it. I guess this round was falling apart. He needed some kind of Superman hero play. But yeah, just seem to be picking them off, popping them off, and that is round over for mousesports. And this is important moving forward. Obviously, with the economy of the T side, they're just going to be able to rack up this bank as long as Sonny doesn't get, and he doesn't. So yeah, this is definitely going to be quite interesting. So we'll see here. Another Molotov. This is a very standard play here, these Molotovs. A half buy coming in, 2 Deagles and 2 M4s and an AWP. Obviously hoping Oscar can get something done here. Very limited utility. And I honestly don't like this. I think with the way Inferno's played, these choke points, very tight choke points, utility is extremely important on this map. Maybe get away with a buy like this on Mirage, or maybe something like Dust 2, Train or whatever. You can try and go to these picks. With these small alleyways, I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, with the opening pick here, but let's see how it's play out. Faze slowing it down. They have a couple of smokes, flashes. They don't want to give away this next opening pick. They know there's a potential of guns being in play. They just took down an M4, so I like this. Slowing it down. Nothing too crazy coming in here. So it's, I don't know what to say. This is why I'm a bad caster, because I should have something to say right now. Guardian coming in by himself. He has the help towards middle, all the trade. Look how close they are together. Open for any trades, any ops or whatever. Carrigan, he seems to be doing quite well. That's a nice shot onto Oscar, and that's a huge one. That's the AWP down. So this round should be open. Cheeky pre-fire. And Carrigan, what's his score at? He's top of the leaderboard. Yeah, absolute madman. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm just going to fast forward this because I don't know if Sonny saves. doesn't save. He gets one more kill. We get this one kill, and here we come. Rain, is it Rain? Who's going to pick up the SMG? Olive Meister's the SMG man, apparently. So he's going to build up his bank despite already having 6k. But yeah, Guardian just logging down the middle here. And no one onto the B side. This round's just over. I mean, if they just keep heading on to B here. Yeah, ooh, this is going to be interesting. The whole mousesports team is pushing down middle. And Rain, that's a nasty surprise, isn't it? But he has all the information, and this should be round gone. There's one AK for them to pick up. Hopefully they just save this running away. That's exactly what he's going to do. And that should be the round over. This AK should be protected. And they'll probably send Carrigan maybe for a little bit of a hunt. But nothing interesting is going to happen here, surely. And yep, they make sure the AK is not in reach. And is it? Nah. I think whoever that was second alive, they just got blown up by the bomb. So the economy is still not great for mousesports. Faze actually hit the lead here. And I've really liked their change of pace. I mean, not change of pace, but they're not scared to go in. Something mousesports, you see Faze, they slow it down when they need to, then they're speeding it up. And oh my goodness, what is going on here? This kind of aggression. They've just pushed straight down the middle. Rops has got 2 kills. Oof, that's a nice shot for Christian. And they've just, I love it, to be honest. That's just all that aggression, just straight away, all the way down onto the site. And well, onto the site, what am I talking about? Down middle, and Faze Clan like, what the heck did we just get hit with? And the man advantage is in the way of mousesports. Oscar's looking for even more, and he's going to find it. 2v1 for Guardian with the AWP. He's just going to leg it here. I think Steiger should be able to get there in time. Let's see if Guardian gets the pick off. He does have the utility to block him off. Exactly what he's going to do. This is going to be with this player here so early. This is going to be extremely difficult for Guardian. Unless he can walk in here and get this pick off. He's just going to stick it, and that's probably going to be his doom. Oh no, he's got 85 points of help here. So if he can find this one-on-one duel, very smart backing off here, not giving him this duel, and they're just going to push him together here. Sandwiching him, they know where he has to be, and that's very nice. Very nice 2v1 there. Very patient, and that's something you'd expect him from all level teams, or not all level teams, but any high level team like mousesports is. So what have we got here? Double AWP. This is interesting. Chris J obviously used to be an AWPer. I think Oscar's doing it mainly at the moment. So what he's going to do is Chris J's going towards B. He's just going to stop this. Going to easily be flashed off here. Just a nade down middle. And again, there's all that aggression. mousesports seem to be getting stuck in these cycles. They do something aggression, 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 passive, 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 which we saw on the T side. They just went passive for a while. And that's something I've noticed here from Faze. They're very good at. See on that round where there was no one B, they just went straight up B. Very confident. They've seen no cannonades. They're off. They're happy to take it. Other rounds, they just slow it down, wait for some kind of aggression from the CT side. And this is probably the difference between an extremely high level team and a one more tier 2 like mousesports. Nice to pick up by Oscar, and this is going to give the game away. That's the bomb dropped, and he's probably not going to expect 3 players here. And the smoke comes in, and Oscar's going to have to get some work done here. Others is going to be out. Oh, Rob's in the pit. I didn't notice that, and that is the round over. All of Mice is not going to be anything done, and that's quite well played. There could have been a little bit hairy with all the players coming from Arch. Well, with Rob's in pit, and that pit coming in from the player in the library area, it was a shutdown. He's still with a little bit of money here. Nico's going to be struggling, but of course he's always pretty handy on that deagle. And is that what he's going to do here? What's he going to pick up? I don't know what's there. See a couple of SMGs coming out of mousesports. Feeling a little bit confident. Again, I really like this. The utility to me is a huge thing on Inferno. I think it's probably the most important map to have utility on. Chris J out in this more aggressive angle. I'm liking this. Obviously you can look over the Molotov with a little bit of advantage, and there it is. That's the early round aggression that mousesports needed. Again, more variation over towards banana. There's the dry pick. Often teams will just smell that top banana, but he's going to peek over the top of it, and he's going to get that opening kill. That's very handy with these couple of SMGs over towards A and Robson Steigo far out. Carrigan with a cheeky Molotov, and they're just going to wait for this push to come in. This should be a no-go zone. Who's that? Sunny's right up here in middle. We could get tested here, and very aggressive. But as I say, I like to sit behind those smokes. And if Faze they're gonna slow it down or keep going. They're gonna slow it down. Rob, this is gonna be good if Oscar peeks off that. That's a lot of information. That's a lane pulled off. And was there a smoke down there? And there is, and Oscar's gonna. I think Nico might have heard that, so he's not gonna. Ooh, Oscar anticipates the jump quite nicely, and that's probably round over. Oscar's rotating in. It's Chris J, the AWP, so hopefully he should just be able to hold an angle with just a Molotov left on Guardian. This shouldn't really be doable for them, and yep, that's the round over right there. He has one flashbang left, and he's not gonna chuck it actually. He's happy just to relax. This could get hairy. Then no one's close on the retake. He gets his kill into Chris J, and he doesn't. So if he got that kill there, that could have been a little bit interesting. CT smoked off. He had a little bit of time, but ultimately nothing comes of it. These timeouts. One left for Faze Clan. See how they use it. There are the pistols again, and mousesports back up 2 rounds, and they've won 3 rounds in a row, maybe 3 rounds in a row. So building a lot of momentum here. Obviously they've switched up with a little bit more of an aggressive play here. When that round there, they were more disciplined after playing aggressive, as I said. And oh my goodness, they weren't expecting this. And they've been caught off by their own medicine. And this is something, oh my, yeah. The counter utility just wasn't there. They weren't expecting that kind of aggression. This is what I was talking about before. Faze Clan very good at mixing up what I wanted to see out of mousesports in the first half, and just didn't come on them. They went that long 7-round streak without winning a single round. And with the AWP being one of the guns retaking here, it's going to be very difficult. Despite Nico only being on a pistol, I don't really see this happening. And they're not even going to go for it, are they? Well, they are. Rops is going to get one off. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll stand corrected. No! I'm surprised how close they got there. Rops, that was a nutty flick off the bomb. And just... Ooh. That could have entered very differently. But definitely seeing a lot of skill out of these players. I will not deny that. And how many base was they last? They weren't happy with that. I wouldn't be happy with that either. They got 3v2. You want to calm down after that. That's a very unsettling round. Almost losing that one by half a second. Not that. Even less. So yeah, sorry about the fuss for. I mean, this is a long game. I mean, what are we looking at here? This is a 1.5 hour game. I'm just over halfway through this. So if you're still watching this, good on ya. Good on ya. Trade through here. Good flash through the smoke, I think it was. And Rops is just like a 2-man setup. Again here. See this change of pace? I love it. They got a good Molotov force Oscar off the angle, and they've got top banana control. I'm just going to smoke off towards jungle here. And yeah, one thing I've noticed about this casting, I need these narratives, right? You hear the good casters, they got the play-by-play guy, the analytical guy, and they have these backstories, these interesting things to talk about in between rounds, which I'm struggling to come up with here, so that might be something I need to work out, maybe to listen to a few more casts, see what I can do. Always, as I said, this is just a test for me, something I'm trying out how I talk. Carrigan, again, pushing through the smoke by himself. And getting the opening, this guy is really feeling it, isn't he? Carrigan 22 and 14. And the side is open for business. Rops is going to have to really be mad about Nico. He's a nutty, cheeky little flick there. And that is round over. I'm just going to fast for this one because Oscar is just going to save his AWP. They're going to go hunting, but ultimately it doesn't look like they're going to find anything. Oh, actually, Guardian's getting close. Nope. So, what are we on to? 27th round, 13-13. Looking at 2 rounds of PC. Olivmeister, look at it. Olivmeister's definitely the SMG man. I think I've noticed this before, and this is great use of him. They're just sending him straight up here, looking for any information. Is there a stack going on? There's not a stack going on. What is cracker-lacking over at B? He doesn't see anyone. Draws a little bit of counter nades, so I know there's at least 1 or 2 players there. That's quite important moving forward. And they've all just gathered up in a banana. Again, slowing it down. Olivmeister finds nothing. All he learns is a couple of players towards B. That's useful information, they know. Yeah, obviously there's definitely players towards B. Oscar has got this AWP over here, so often you can maybe put the AWP by itself, try and look for a couple of picks, and the pistols over towards the other side of the map. But that's not what they've done. They've just gone for a more regular kind of setup. And they are actually heading towards this AWP, a short kind of area. If Rain loses this duel, this could get quite interesting. Oscar's going to push into his crosshair. And that's the round over there. That AWP down, that was really their only chance. 3 USPs in play. They're not really going to get anywhere. Yes, I'm just going to fast forward this one. It's going to be a cleanup. You see they got 3 players over. They might try and go get a gun. No point saying those USPs unless you just want to. At this stage, though, Faze's economy, I don't really think it's worth not giving those $300. Maybe look for a pick. Obviously, they're going to look for them pushing down. The SMG is not in the hands of a Faze Clan player anymore, so they're not going to get super aggressive. They're just going to save and pit here. And yeah, very uneventful. Someone just went down to the bomb, but it doesn't really matter because they landed as a USP. Now we've seen a T-side AWP coming from Guardians. That's the question answer that I asked earlier, which does the AWP. And he's going to AWP here towards middle, or where's he going to go for this? Guardian, obviously quite an aggressive AWPer. Sunny, again, here we go. A great change of pace. And something we keep seeing here from mousesports is the rounds they're winning here are the rounds they've gone aggressive. So that one round where they went all up into second middle, really caught off players off guards. And yeah, I've got to give them credit. They've adjusted from what I was saying on the T side, where they got stagnant, they kept doing the same thing. They've really adjusted here and switched back into this aggressive, passive, and really keeping Faze Clan onto their toes. And this is going to be a 5v2. I think Guardian and Rain is going to look to do any damage they can. Have a lot of money. Rain obviously with $7,000, and he's going to get the money after this round, so I'm not expecting this to be too interesting here. Guardian, as you see, he's already looking to save, I think. He's not, actually, maybe not. He's looking for some picks. They're actually trying to win this. They're trying to do economical damage, perhaps, and that would be the smart move. And you'll see, even $3,000, they get a few more kills off there. Definitely been hairy, so that was, yeah, definitely not a bad play. Wouldn't criticize it. So one thing I always like to do when I play Inferno is just rush banana. And I don't know why I said that, because that's not going to happen here with AKs and AWP, is it? So I'll just shut up and keep doing what I'm doing. So as we move forward here, Guardian showing off his lovely flip knife Sapphire. And they're going to go for some kind of banana aggression. It seems Oscar's just going to support very common play here. Flash over towards the B as his teammates like to peek over and gain control. Stico here, off towards the middle area. And Faze Clan just slowing it down again. They don't want to get caught off by any more madman aggression. So they've just slowed it right down. Obviously not happy after that last round. 14-14, stakes are very high here. In the second round of the best of 3, I believe, and Faze already lost the first round and first game to Nuke's, first game on Nuke, sorry, 16-14. So they definitely don't want to go down in the grand final here to mousesports. That would be something. I mean, no disrespect to mousesports, but I don't think I want to put on the same level as Faze Clan. So a little bit more timid here, but one man who is never timid is Nico. So you see, he's the one pushing up here. He's the one clearing out these angles, and this man, he's been in every situation possible. Nothing's going to phase him, no pun intended. So what are we seeing looking forward here? We're looking at possibly some kind of execute the bomb up top of middle. So this could get hairy actually. Oh, the frame's not again. Come on, demo system. But mousesports with a 4-man setup over here, so if this take comes in, this is going to get a little bit hairy for him with the 4 players there, and it's looking like they're going to just send 2 players out balcony, perhaps. And nope, they've backed off. And it's going to be a fake. They're going to head straight in here. The bomb's going to come down. These first 3 players, this has worked out quite well. Chris J's by himself with no utility left on the B site. They're cutting this all out. Basically, they know where he is, and that's a very good round there. They faked them off, and I like that. You got the 2-man fake out balcony. Guardian had all the time in the world there. But I like that round. The 2-man fake didn't really actually commit anything. They just come and carry the bomb in. But enough utility thrown to really draw that one rotator over here. Chris J gets caught off. And there's 3 players with further back down towards Banana to go for that really quick push onto the B site, catching Chris J off guard. And this round should be impossible. B site, extremely hard to retake. Hopefully Nico doesn't shoulder pick this again. Oh, he does. But yeah, B really hard to retake. I still wouldn't. Oh boy. As all of my speaking that, I would have liked to see Carrigan and a 1v1 here. Is Carrigan going to hit this shot? It's not. Does Oscar have time? He doesn't. He couldn't. Did he lose the bomb? He had that if he could have found the bomb straight away. Oh my goodness, that's incredibly close. All of mine peeking out towards CT. He probably should have had his teammate, I believe it was Carrigan, peek out towards the call as he did that. A little bit of breakdown in communication. I think they just got lucky there that the bomb couldn't be found, to be honest, and yeah, a little bit of a mistake by Faze, but they aren't really punished for it, luckily. See, actually they are punished a little bit. Their economy is a little bit poor. All down, but this is the last round of the house, it's not going to matter. Missing a few nades, but so is mousesports, so it should be an even affair here moving forward. Oh boy, it's getting a little bit dry. So, what are we going to see? We've seen a crazy diggity, or short, Australian coming out at me there. What is that smoke? That's a cheeky one. I got to learn that one. See if I can work that out probably later. But you see here, no real aggression onto the short side. No one's been boosted up onto that balcony area or anything similar like that from Mouse. They're playing out from the side, playing the more traditional style, except for obviously there's a couple of aggressive pushes which have worked out quite well for them. Excuse me. So the bomb here, bottom of an arse, it's looking like some kind of B hit. Where'd that smoke come from? What are these fancy smokes? I hope that was just one from B side. I was really impressed with that one down middle to bottom bananas. mousesports pulling out all the cards here to finish off. And it's going to be back towards the A side. It looks 40 seconds. Oscar gets the pick off. The gig isn't up there. Carrigan. The other side, Carrigan. We're just going to leave your body there, mate. Let's head towards B. S and G, and again, look at no utility left from. Okay. It's a necessary play, to be honest. No utility left. They're not going to retake this. Chris J goes down without a kill. If we can just get one kill here, it makes it very doable when he does. And this is very doable now. Oliver Meister on 4 HP. No utility to retake this, but they're probably just going to go through as the bomb gets planted. Hope that a teammate, and that's very good. I love that. They're all in position there to rotating through the smoke, and we're heading to overtime. See, as they hear the bomb has been planted, they know a player's going to be repositioning from that bomb plant spot. They all push through together. Great communication. Catch the bomb planter off guard. It's really just one player looking towards CT, and I think that might have been the player with 4 HP, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, overtime. I love overtime because teams are starting to run thin on ideas. They got to really improvise. You see some scrappy but definitely very interesting Counter-Strike. Guardian's holding the angle there, looking for a pick through the smoke, and he has done nothing. A bit harsh there, but you know, they're going to leave the player bomb all the way down on T steps and nothing committed here. Standard kind of apartments control coming from Faze, a very standard kind of round. When this deep banana smoke comes in, you want to try and get control of the other side of the map. So the CT side doesn't have any information if you're going towards A, and you can possibly quickly explode through that smoke at the bottom of banana and straight up B. You see you're possibly catching Chris J off guard and all the way through, but at the moment they're not looking like doing that. Looking at just, yeah, falling back here. Wait and see if there's any aggression that comes up from mousesports, and they don't seem to be interested in any kind of aggression. As I was talking about, no crazy short setups. Got the 2-man setup at short now, obviously just to prove me wrong. And this round, yeah, slow one from Faze. Not much more to say here. I definitely enjoy watching Faze on the T side. Of Inferno, they have a lot of ideas. As I said, the change of pace is incredibly good. A few executes. We haven't seen them. They're not very execute-heavy team, actually. They Carrigan can chuck one in every now and then. And that could possibly be the case here. Look at this. We've got 3 smokes left, 5 flashes, a couple of mollies. Molly just got used, and here we go. There's going to be this fast aggression onto B. It looks like it is going to be. The Rotator and Sunny is coming back, but they're actually going to... This is going to be a B split. Who's that? Oscar could ruin this with the AWP and library, and he's missed the shot. Stico, though, he's gonna look to ruin the day. Rain, this is gonna get hairy. That's an important kill, a very important kill right there. It allows him to keep wrapping here. Sunny's gonna get that kill, and this is gonna be round over actually. Chris J's done an excellent job of buying time, and despite a couple of nice shots, the bomb's not gonna go down. They leave it a little late there. I think they're a little hesitant with their push up towards B. But yeah, I think it was a really good job by Chris J. They're just delaying, sitting behind a new box. He's not peeking too early, and yeah, really just allowing time to run down. His teammates are rotating in. AWP still coming out in Guardian here. They've got the full range utility from both teams. Obviously, I think this was... Might only, actually, it was only 10k? I think it was only 10k. Nice. 6, sorry, my 3. Even MR, I don't know. This isn't my kind of thing. Chris J again peeking off behind that Molotov like we saw him doing in the first half, and again catching a player off guard, being forced back all this utility, but you'll take that man advantage coming in. Very strong moving forward. Oscar here, very standard stuff with him for both guard and Oscar. Smoke off towards middle, look at towards boiler, and yeah, if he walks that smoke, you're gonna have a huge advantage anyway. Take a second to appreciate the Christmas lights up on the power lines up there, looking very nice. Now we're going to see one of these executes I just talked about. We're just going to see another. We are the aim gods, and that looks like it's what we're going to see here. Another smokes are thrown. Carrigan's going to look for an opening here. Not Carrigan, Guardian, sorry, looking for the opener. They're going to have to go through this smoke here. Well, they don't have to, but they've decided to catch a player off guard. Chris J's in a lot of trouble here. Just the pillar hits a nice little shot there. What's he going to do? He gets the second play. That's huge because it actually gives his team a decent chance to this retake. If he hadn't got that kill there onto Guardian, this would probably be very difficult in a 3v3, but a 3v2 can be possible. You see Rops the whole lot of utility, Stico as well, and this could get very hairy, but again, Oliver Meister doing exactly what it has to do. Peeking off towards middle, you definitely need that kind of aggression. If you just let them collapse all this utility, the thing is that's Rops down. He was a player with 4 nades, so that makes things a lot more grim here for mousesports. Rain, they've obviously got 1 apartment each. Rain, is he going to win that fight? Yes, that was quite messy, and that's held down. If Rain had gone down there, it could have been quite interesting for Oliver Meister. Rain surviving with 1 HP, that's absolutely huge. So, what have we got here? We've got Chris J with very, very little. Okay, no, he's been dropped the orb. He has enough. We're all happy. Sunny's forced into a FAMAS. Something about the 10k start of the overtime is you can end up quite low on the money. But Faze flourishing all the nades you could ever dream for, or Bonanza Guardian, and just the AKs coming down. So you see here, very passive setup here. Chris J just holding the angle again. I'm actually not a huge fan of that. Obviously I'm looking at the map here. Chris J just holding with the orb. Again, I'm just moving my chair around. Don't worry, no one's breaking into your house. It's just a very creaky chair. So what are we seeing? No deep banana control here. So Guardian's probably thinking they got the AWP over there. So he's just holding here. There's a smoke that comes down eventually. So Guardian decides, no point me looking there. How are we looking here? Only one smoke and one Molotov, both in the hands of Sunny. Where's he playing? Over towards the B side. So if they head towards A here, it could be a struggle 10. Look at all the utility left on Faze Clan. Nice little bit of spam going in, get him information with the counter shots from Faze. Oscar there. West gets it done, and this is a really strong position here. And as I said, if they head towards A here, it's going to be struggle town because both the men with the utility and Sunny and Chris J are both over towards the B site. And it's looking like this is actually what's going to happen. If Oscar gets flashed off here and rendered useless, wrap here. Look at this. This is very smart. They've wrapped it a lot of the times. So they've thrown that wrap smoke and it's forced Oscar to rotate off early. Is he going to get picked off here? Wolfmeister caught a little bit in no man's land there. I guess they're just trying to sell the fate here. Oscar's able to rotate back in. No counter utility, but Oscar's doing work. They're not. Yeah, they're not. They've fed Oscar a few kills. Nico losing that fight. I would have expected him to win that one. And Stiko's. He's just got a full side strafe headshot Carrigan. And had 6 HP anyway. That's a little bit infuriating. Yeah, Oscar, really good job with the rotates there. You'll see, once he knows no one was wrapping straight away, he's happy to go for that aggressive peek in towards the arch area, looking for that information for his team. And then he's repositioning again back into library, looking towards the short push. A really good round by him, and basically without him doing that, they're not going to win that round. So Faze Clan with also on the CT side here, they have to get 2 more rounds out of the 3 remaining, so get a little bit very interesting to see what kind of aggression they go for. Notice Guardian without a Molotov, that's an interesting decision. Possibly due to the fact that he might think, I don't know, Guardian likes to use his flashbangs. Like you see, he's got 2 flashbangs, everyone only has 1. Guardian loves to use his flashbangs to re-peek, flash himself in. Something he's very good at, as he's probably saw in one of my last videos. Hopefully you watched it. Ooh, voice crack there. But, oh well, let's see what's going on here. Chris J's pushed right up, and Nico's in struggle town here. No, he's not. He's going to win it because he's Nico. And yep, mousesports just going to force to fall away. Nico, very cheeky. Rain's going to get, and that's the ace that open. If Robson get pushing there, but he doesn't. He falls back in. This gets changed. Olofmeister looking for this pick towards middle, and he's going to get it. Very nice aggression there from him. Gets a lot of information. But that's top mid control. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle for mousesports. They couldn't set up and pit on site. They've got the necessary choke points smoked off. See here, Guardian. I don't think you can see anything. Obviously, it's a little bit different to the demo system. They're going to plant for pit. I love this. Hopefully, yep, Sunny is in grey, but this is a very strong setup, especially with the bomb planted there. If that pit player survives in the form of Rops, this could be a very difficult retake. 1 Molotov, 2 flashes, and a nade. Wolfmeister for the retake here. Much smoke still on Rops, so Rops can re-smoke apartments or something if he wants to. I think he's just going to choose to hold it. Sunny gets an extra kill. Ooh, Guardian. He's going to be not happy about that one. And they're just going to play with him here. This should be unwinnable for Nico. Sunny doing a very disciplined here. And that's very well played. Just both shoulder peeking him, shooting 1 shot at him. Nico's trying to flick madly back and forth. And really, even Nico can't win that one. The mousesports applying the pressure here. 18-16. So basically, I'm going to win these last 2 rounds if they want to send it into a second overtime. And I hope that's what we see. I want to see more CS. I want to keep talking, keep boring you guys, even though probably only 0.05% of you who started this video are still watching now, because that's how much of a horrendous caster I am. So, what are you going to see here? double Molotov. Chris J is, yeah, he's forced to chuck down his smoke there. What a madman. I mean, I guess he was trying to catch someone off guard, maybe setting up some kind of banana control, but he doesn't achieve anything, he just gets shut down. Sunny looking for some aggression here, trying to get that trade pick back, and this round's really just falling apart, then one pick at a time. The bomb here, Rops is coming out here towards the apartments area. Roska looking for any more kind of aggression. As I said, a lot of players like to sit up there after this deep banana control, but Faze very disciplined, falling back to the B site as they know, yeah, they don't need any more information. 2-man advantage. Nothing risky needs to go on here. Guardian sitting up towards library. And this round should be unwinnable. 3 Molotovs. I mean, with the 3 Molotovs, I'd be tempted to head towards B in this situation. Just Molotov the crap out of B side. Just hope to catch the players rotating off around, but that doesn't seem what their plan seems to be. They're going to come out of apartments here. And Rain is all over it, catching the 2 players off guard. Nice spray control. That's the bomb down, so the gig is up. I know Rops has to be coming from somewhere. That's a brilliant nade right there. And they just want to finish this off. They're like, let's get Oscar. Or maybe not. They're happy to just play with him. They learnt their lesson from the first in the regulation where he got a couple of kills in a 5v2, which affected their economy a little bit. One more round here to see double overtime. Come on, game. Let's see it. It's 2 AM. I don't need to go to bed. So, what are we looking at? Another full buy here. Both teams with all the utility in the world. And yeah, 2-man setup. I like this. Over towards the arch side. Very happy to leave Nico. Nico's been forced to use a lot of utility though. He's down to no nades at all. Has to try and make it appear there's possibly 2 players over towards the B side. If he just chucks one smoke, whatever, there could be just a little bit of information could possibly get through to mousesports to tell them, there's maybe only 1 player over at B. It's a bit of a gamble, but obviously with Nico being Nico, that's the player you want over there, and I would definitely put trust in Nico to hold this down. Sunny almost gets caught off by that spam, but luckily for him, things are still all happy for him, 100 HP. Smoke off towards Palace, and they're not looking for any kind of aggression. A slower round here. A little bit of top mid control doesn't end up going the way of them. Rain with an incredible 3k there. Just picking him off. Last player and Rops coming through a little bit late. You see here, they were hoping for that kind of mid control smoke off at the arch side, just trying to control this bracket area, but it doesn't go down. Rain is pushed up and more aggressive than they think, and that is the end of that. So the B hit tends to be coming in here, and it's looking like we're going to go to double overtime. Nico is still back in the new box here. Good flash over there. That's an excellent flash from Carrigan. Really stopping Chris J. Chris J is just sitting there open there, full flashed. Too terrified to move. And with those flashes coming in, the smoke's about to fade. They don't have another one on the mousesports. Even with that, Nico's managed to clean up. And we're going into double overtime. Oh my goodness. And this is Faze. Technical. Spilled water. Let's just speed this right up. So yeah, I'm definitely actually quite impressed with the mousesports. They've adjusted from that. I think they actually could have won that round if they hadn't gone, the thing's gone. But if they hadn't gone for that long stint in the first half, obviously they would have won it. And I think they just got a little bit stagnant. I can't remember if they called a timeout there, but I think they could have been the round over there. Faze Clan luckily adjust obviously quite well, but I think there could have been more mousesports did. Guardian again going this aggressive pick, giving mousesports a little bit of Chris J medicine, looking over in front of that Molotov. Cheeky little team flash there, but nothing will come of that. All that aggression here towards top middle. Again, no one there to trade with Chris J. Maybe looking for that pick, but there's a really strong bracket presence in the form of Carrigan and Rain really locking that down. And you see 3 players stuck here in middle and apartments control. Faze Clan just using their utility here. Nothing's going to happen anytime soon, or they're going to push it here towards the boiler area. These frame rates, man, I wish they'd fix the demo system. The amount of times I have to re-watch stuff or reload a demo actually makes my job a lot harder. But I'm not here to complain. Game's pretty good overall. Not many people really use the demo system. More people should. Anyone watching right now, go back and watch your own demos. Incredible player. Probably be able to play against Carrigan in 1 or 2 months' time. Not going to guarantee it. But Nico here, out in the smoke, just playing the edge of it. And why is this frame rate thing happening? And He was Guardian. Look at him. He doesn't care that they got a 2-man advantage. He wants to know. He can tell them, boys, just stay at A site. Nothing's going to happen. This Carrigan with 6 hate. Why did I keep getting these dips, man? I mean, yeah, this round's over. They had too much information. The four-man stack over towards here, and Rops is with 11 HP. He's going to be really struggling here. Rain's just playing with him. All of Meister could have picked. That's right. Then we see again. We're just back at 300 frames. I don't know if it's my PC or if it's the demo system. I'm likely to think it's the demo system. My PC is too beastly. My baby, you can't blame it. Can't blame it. So, I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. I've probably repeated myself 8 million times here. mousesports. Oscar's down to $50 in the second round. I guess he's buying AWPs. That's what I was talking about before. Always good. Instead of Molotov, players think I'm going to Molotov. I have a chance to escape. Just double nade him. Again, ooh. Jay there managed to escape the clutches of Guardian. Guardian coming through here. Guardian, that's really good aggression there for Chris J. Again, finally one's works off for him. He's got this opening. You see, Chris J's seems to be, he's more of a sporadic player. He's can be a little bit JW-esque. Bit of unnecessary aggression there. They had a 4v3 opening it up here. The fact that Chris J misses that, and this is just falling apart. They had this in the bag. Stiko pushes, Chris J misses a shot. I mean, things just get interesting. And here, is he going to push through the smoke? No, he's not. And now Robson are really hard. He's going to look for a fight. Definitely the correct thing to do here. Is he going to get it off here? I don't know why we're looking at this point of view. But no, Rain's able to find him. Robson definitely had to do something there. Picks the one spot with smoke, hoping a player will push through. Faze very patient with their retaking the 2v1, utilising their advantage, and there was nothing he could do. So Faze looking very strong on their CT side. This could be game over for mousesports. But time shall tell. I've definitely been impressed by mousesports. I think they've mixed things up. They're definitely hitting their shots, not looking too sloppy, interesting onto the sites. As I said a couple of times, players entering by themselves, but they seem to have picked that up a little bit. Oscar's forced all the way down to the scout into this round. Entering quite well. Good utility usage, I think, overall by mousesports. Good flash and molly. Smoke usage, especially looking over towards the B side. They've done quite a job. They've attempted a lot few over towards A, but it seems to have worked off too well for them. But yeah, that's my observation. Obviously, I don't have time to do like and rewatch this. This is the first time I'm watching it, so this is interesting for me. I haven't seen anything too extravagant, nothing that's jumped out at me and thought, oh wow, that's incredible. A few nice multi-kills from Rain, but besides that, nothing greatly for me to analyze. Guardian here, just getting people peeking into him 1v1, and he just keeps winning these duels. Good counter utility, and I think they have the bomb up here. I'm not sure if they know it, but the bomb is right there. Probably sneak into the smoke and try and steal it, but yeah, this is looking like all 3 rounds on the CT side for Faze Clan. Possible this year, nothing's gonna happen. Guardian's still aggressive. Look at this man, he doesn't care. He wants his 3k and he's gonna get it. He gets taken out eventually. But yeah, that's something you see a lot from Faze Clan is they will, as I said before, they're disciplined, they'll fall back in a 5v3, but other times they'll just be like, we're gonna absolutely crush you. We don't care we have a 2-man advantage, we're gonna make it a 5-man advantage. In this situation it could be detrimental. All of my skits saying that, but Carrigan, again, showing that he is definitely capable of fragging when needed. And he's able to shut this down. Guardian actually bottom of the scoreboard for Faze Clan. Oscar's doing quite well for mousesports. And all players above 20, which is good to see. It's always nice when no one's lagging too far behind. You'll see the worst players probably Stiko at 24 and 32, but even then he's not the lowest fragger on his team. So this is really good. All players contributing to their team, which is something I definitely enjoy watching. It's actually been quite an entertaining game. I said in the first half a little bit slowed down, but definitely as Faze picked up the pace on the T side, and mousesports seem to have caught up with them and aggressing and doing stuff quite nicely. Double nade down here, and oh boy, they had all players out here towards the arch side. Luckily for them, Faze don't go for any all that apartments aggression, which of course would be unlikely. So, what are we gonna see here? Carrigan just slowing the pace right down here. I presume that mousesports have bottom banana control looking at the map. Faze Clan all up here, and they're going to go for this kind of mid control. They're just going to go for this bracket control up top middle. Smoke off Oscar here with the op. Good counter utility here with the smoke. I think they might just end up going through this here. All of us are going to smoke off the back wrap side or towards Moto, but maybe not quite yet. Sunny here flashing his teammate to peek middle. This is very good. A lot of information gained. If they don't see anyone, Sunny should start rotating, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Chris J's got this locked down. And hopefully he can get this in time before mousesports start executing here. He's going to be a little late, but he might just get there. Actually, who's that? Sticker's got one. Is he going to get traded off here? Boy, all of my start. She uses the Glock anyway, and this looks like a GG here. Actually, no, Rob's still in the pit. So if they can catch him over. Oh, Guardian really shot that down. Chris J is forced, and that is the game over. I'm actually quite impressed by mousesports from that one. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're still watching now, you are you're a special human being. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I'll hand it back down to the analysis desk.
Yeah, guys, that was a very interesting game. Thanks for watching this one. Make sure to check out my other content and subscribe if you haven't already. Interesting game here between mousesports and Faze. Faze pushing it to a third map, and we won't be watching that one because my throat's quite dry and I don't want to. I want to go to bed. So, I'll catch you next time.